Hello, good evening. Police have launched a murder hunt after a mother of two, shot in front of her children and husband at her South London home, died today. Avril Johnson, who was 30, was tied up before being shot at close range and her partner stabbed in the attack in Brixton late on Thursday night.
Avril Johnson and her husband had been lying in bed with their two young children at the time of the shooting. Around 10:30 on Thursday night, they answered their door in Brixton to four men who demanded cash and jewellery. The gang robbed the couple, tied them up and shot Avril in the head at close range.
It's very, very unusual to have this sort of crime in any event which involves a family. The fact that Avril was shot at very close range in the presence of a 7-year-old and 18-month-old daughters is beyond belief.
Avril's husband, who hasn't been named, was slashed in the neck with a knife but received minor injuries. The gang left with several £100s in cash and jewellery. Neighbours on the estate in Tulse Hill were stunned by the shooting.
The whole community. It was upsetting, you are people, around here, when you heard like this thing, it is bad.
Tonight, police have launched a murder investigation and are looking for four men in their 20s and 30s. Avril Johnson had been on a life support machine for 2 nights, but this morning she died in intensive care. Tonight, her husband and their 2 children are being consoled by Avril's parents, each of them trying to come to terms with a killing that appears to have no motive. In Brixton, this is Kate Harding for London Weekend Tonight.
One person is in hospital suffering from severe burns following an explosion in East London today. A man and a baby girl escaped injury after the blast at a house in Leighton. Investigators are waiting to examine the cause as the building is considered unsafe.
He was coming out and his hand was like that. He said, "My hand burning." I said, "You all right?" He said, "My hand burning." And he was crying, "Please save me, save me." Just like that.
Play was interrupted at Wimbledon today after fire in a nearby tower block. Players and spectators were distracted by smoke billowing from a blazing 9th-floor flat in Somerset Road, close to the All England Club. Court 18 and a picnic area were cleared as a safety precaution. Residents were evacuated from the burning block at Burley Court. One woman was rescued by firefighters suffering from the effects of smoke inhalation.
We have to take into account general safety. Obviously, we did have smoke. The smoke was swirling and it was quite thick. And if we take into account just general safety, it is better to be safe. So, therefore, the stewards at Wimbledon Lawn Tennis Club and the association decided to evacuate that area of ground, just, as I said, just to make sure people were safe.
Campaigners fear plans to pedestrianise the heart of the capital could be under threat. It follows reports that the proposals to reduce traffic in Trafalgar Square have been rejected by government focus groups. A vote by Westminster councillors on the issue is due to take place next week. The scheme was to open up access to the squares. It would enable visitors to stroll more freely around Westminster Abbey and from the National Gallery to Nelson's Column. Actor Michael Palin has opened a new community woodland area for Camden residents today. The film and TV star, who lives in Gospel Oak, helped plant a tree which descends from the original Gospel Oak. The local unemployed have created a garden from what used to be wasteland.
Part of it's symbolic. It's just saying, look, someone cares about this area. Someone's actually bothered to spend whatever they've spent a month here, these guys all working at it. And they're all, the guys are all an unemployed team from Camden. It's just shown what people can do.
Sport now, and in cricket's county championship, Middlesex have been enjoying their first home game in Southgate for 139 years against local rivals Essex. Mike Gatting is 180 not out as he and partner Justin Langer posted a record-breaking first wicket stand of 372 before the Australian was out for 166 just before rain stopped play for the day. That's our news just now. We'll be back tomorrow at 12:15 and London Weekend Tonight is at 6:30. Have a good evening. Bye-bye.
LWT Weather, sponsored by First Choice Holidays, for a fine choice.
Well, despite some sunshine, a number of heavy downpours around this afternoon, and they'll take a while to clear away this evening. Eventually, though, they'll die out, becoming mostly dry. Quite a cool night, temperatures down to 9 Celsius as the wind eases off a touch. A bright and breezy start tomorrow morning, plenty of sunshine, but again the clouds building up and by the afternoon a scattering of showers, but hopefully not as many as today. Temperatures a notch up, 21 Celsius.
For a more detailed 5-day outlook, call Weather Update, sponsored by First Choice Holidays on 0891 110000.